Final Frontier Interactive Demo. To order, see your local retailer or call 1-800-757-7707. Is this really loud or is this just me? Just gonna turn it down a little bit. The series of events too humiliating to explain in a mere demo. Roger Wilco once again finds himself doing those duties for which he seems to have been born and misbred, cleaning up after the rest of the universe. As we begin our demo, we find Roger floating outside the main view screen of the Deep Ship 86, the ship to which Roger is currently doing something. Odd characters materialize on the bridge and convert the crew to small dessert-type spheres of some sort. After watching carefully and nearly soiling his suit, he ventures inside, and not because he's so brave, he only has so much oxygen. How will he save his sorry carcass this time? Alright, I'm pretty sure it gives you this once you get into it anyway, so... T-Chat is where the vibe is at, yes. Flat-headed T-Shire that everyone added to her. Oh, that's cool. God. We're cleaning the window currently. What is that? The cube. I think that's like a Star Trek reference. They've been put into... This guy's got a blender on his head. This guy's got a toaster.
I guess I'm the only crew member who hasn't been transformed into a scoop of lemon sorbet. Maybe I should look around a little more.
Legally distinct Borg, yeah. I think they're actually called something like the Borg, but I can't remember what it is, but you're very close to the mark there. Alright. Oh, I don't have the timer going. Let's get a timer going for this game. We'll have a look around while we're doing that.
Ooh, a mint condition 57 Gateway Bel Air with mag thrusters, overhead lifters, and 4-pod barrels.
Amazing. I think one of these ships, I think this one is a reference to Alien. We'll speak that in a second. There we go.
Some woman driver parked her shuttle here and contaminated the whole deep ship with these acid-bleeding, multi-jawed, exoskeletal aliens, and you had a really huge mess to clean up. Just for that, Kielbasa refused to validate her parking slip. This Kiapian runabout strikes fear into the heart of the Japaxian Empire. It's a good compact shuttle for under 8,500 buckazoids.
Don't know that reference, if it is a reference.
Beauty. A true museum-quality McKinley Ultramarine Blue Runner.
It will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine.
That's definitely a reference, but I don't know what to.
Some guy wearing a Delco air filter on his face parked this shuttle. It's a standard Starcon shuttle built for speed and maneuverability.
So that's the one we end up...
Unfortunately, with a budget of only 550,000 buckazoids, they had to leave off certain amenities, like airtight seals, decent shields, and restrooms.
That's the ship we get in the actual game. Yeah, most of these areas are... Actually, I think all of these areas are areas from the actual game, so... And this whole dialogue-y bit is too.
This baby's a sleek streak Corsair with push-button tranny and dual airbags. These balsa wood shuttles are really maneuverable, but they don't last 2 seconds in a phaser battle.
God. Balsa wood is not what you want your ship made out of.
This Tiberian skimmer may look intimidating, but it's seriously underpowered. And that clear steel compound cockpit is particularly vulnerable to meteorites, baryon radiation, and large insects.
This one here is a Star Wars reference.
You hear a disembodied voice saying, "Remember your parking space, Luke."
Alright, what are we gonna do? We gotta come over here. To the teleporter. Yes, they very much like their references in these games. So, what do we have? Communications are offline due to unforeseen alien invasion. When we resume services, you'll enjoy 20% savings whenever you send subspace transmissions to anyone on your friends and family list. Alright.
Don't touch
whoops.
that. We don't know where you've been.
Okay, where do we want to go? I feel like the bridge is where the aliens are, but we can go there anyway. See what happens. Oh god, that's very loud.
This appears to be the head Bjorn. He's
Bjorn?
either draining energy from the pattern buffers or absorbing all the information stored in the computer by bombarding it with nucleonic radiation. I hate it when that happens.
Same.
There's a curious socket of some sort just below the toaster mounted on his head.
It's got a toaster.
It's Commander Kielboss's kitty litter box. This is where he makes most of his best command decisions. Not to mention all of his log entries.
It's Commander Kielbassa. And he's melting. Melting! Oh, what a world! What a world!
Pick him up. Don't let him melt.
I guess I shouldn't pick up the scoop of Commander Sorbet. He'll only melt faster.
Okay, leave him there. This is like a NES controller.
With these controls, Commander Kielbassa can override navigational subsystems, access ship-wide computer functions, perform sensor sweeps, and get to level 6 of Super Nunzio World.
Super Nunzio World. That's my favorite game. Love that game.
Is the not
Alright, let's get out of this place. It's very loud. Roger's quarters. We can go to our quarters. Let's do that. Yeah, controller's pretty funny. This is where we live. What happened to our plant?
This is a Beetlejuice clamoring hagfish fern. You've tried everything you could think of to get it back to health. Unfortunately, all you could think of to do was to stand over it and say, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
It doesn't help.
These controls open and close the closet, perform passive handprint IDs to prevent unauthorized entry, monitor its humidity, and scan for moths.
Moths. Oberdinus. Oh, nice. Nice. I would recommend that game very highly.
Ordinarily, your closet contains clothes. At the moment, though, you're using your clothes as knickknacks.
It is a good game. It is one of those games you can play it more than once, but it's one of those games where it's kind of like best the first time round. Not as good on a repeat playthrough because it's obviously got like a lot of like mystery involved in it. But yeah, it's a very cool game. If you like puzzle games, I very much recommend that game.
You won't need that hint book. You've already won Space Quest 4. The table appears to be composed entirely of solid matter.
My God.
Don't bother with it. The batteries are dead, and there's no alien language here to translate.
This is the Pocket Pal from the...
The Pocket Pal will be of no
It's
use
huge.
to you whatsoever. It's AC, and the ship is DC.
I always imagine this like, as a Pocket Pal, right? You imagine it fits in your pocket, but it's massive. What the hell?
Now's no time to catch up on your reading. You have a race of aliens to defeat. No big deal.
Alright. I don't really remember what you do to
You yank on the Clapmaster's cord till it pops out of the wall and
get
you
through this
shove
game,
it all
so-
into your pocket.
heard only good things, but also all along the lines of, yeah, don't look anything up. That is what I would advise. Don't look anything up, just dive into it. It's very cool. Very cool. It's from the same person who did Papers, Please, whose name is eluding me right now. But yeah, he's done some very cool games. He's done another one for, what's it called? It's a little handheld console that they've recently developed that has like a crank on the side, but it's got like games that are specifically designed for that handheld, and he's created one for that, which I would like to play, and I would like to get one of those handhelds, but they're quite expensive, and they're kind of just like, I wouldn't say gimmicky, but you know, there's something you'd buy if you've got like disposable income, I guess. It's quite an investment. Oh my god, his name's like right on the tip of my tongue. It'll probably pop into my head in like an hour or something. Alright, so what did we get? What is this?
Well, I've got my Clapmaster, which appears intact except for a pin that's missing from the plug. When the Clapmaster is working, it's a convenient way to turn your lights on and off by clapping your hands. Or whenever a freighter warps by. Or when I cough.
Lucas Pope, that's the guy, that's him. Oh, there's a pin in here. Oh. Okay. That was dumb. Ah, geez, I guess one must be careful about where one lets one's digits probe. Okay, that was a death. That was not intentional. Yeah, he's done some really cool games. He's very much like, he likes interfacey kind of games. With like, I guess you could say like, almost like information management. Which sounds like a weird, I wouldn't say genre, but it's like a weird thing to base your games on. But I actually enjoy, like, Obra Dinn is very much in that kind of vein, and obviously Paper Please is as well. Papers, Please. Yeah, he likes that kind of style of game.
Feels clean for once.
Doesn't look clean. So we've got to get this out of here, right? But we can't just pull it.
You never learned how to work these controls. That's why you keep everything that should be in the closet scattered around the room.
God damn it, Roger.
Sticking your finger in the socket might provide us with a few cheap laughs, but we're above that sort of thing.
Well, apparently not, because I just died that way. Okay, let's go somewhere else.
It feels
8 rear? I don't know what that is, but we'll go there. This is like the cafeteria, I guess. I think we have to get something from here, but
This world's
Oh God.
a great big ball of dirt with 50 billion souls who like to sit around and veg down in the dark like moles. But me, I'm just the kind of girl who loves the open air and bits of unburned hydrocarbons blowing through my hair. New soil and clear, at last it's here with clearly better taste. Less people too, like me and you, and less reprocessed waste. More hearty crunch for snacks or lunch, it's crystal clear to see. New soil and clear, the last frontier for folks like you and me. New soil and clear, clearly less people, clearly more taste.
clearly less people, clearly more taste. Okay. There's obviously a Soylent Green reference. Cool. You can order stuff through this?
It sure doesn't. It sure. It.
You have to put the right code in though. We don't know the code. So we're gonna come back here. There's a nice little, I think that little theme song doesn't play in the actual game from memory. It only plays in the demo. Shuttle Bay we've been to. Okay. We've only got these locations. I think we can find some stuff in here, right? Database.
Nope.
Science database? Current medical issues. following is a paid advertisement and does not reflect the opinions of Commander Kilbasa, the Deep Ship 86, Starcon, or the known universe. Join the fun, call 1-900-DOCTOR and hear real doctors' fantasies. Yes, real doctors sharing their most intimate secrets are waiting to talk to you. Okay, it's kind of weird. 49,000 pixels and there's no way I can spend that many without yes. Have we got, is Vengabus enabled at the moment? I don't think it is. I need to re-enable that. I turned it off because Vengabus and spooky atmospheric horror games don't tend to mix very well. Or do they? Alright, hear about performing balloon angioplasty on dozens of hot babes. Hear about removing malignant melanomas from that special someone. Or just slip into a hot lithotripsy bath and let your kidney stones just melt away. You've never heard anything like it when real doctors confess their most hidden surgical desires. Call 1-900-DOCTOR and you won't have to wonder what to do till the doctor comes. 40 buckazoids per minute, average call 65 minutes. Okay, interesting. Periodic table. Sorry, this table is only available periodically. Makes sense. What was that? Science database. Ship's functions. Hollow joints. The hollow joint can recreate any environment for which a program exists. To start a program, enter the program number and press enter. Warning, all materials in the hollow joint are made from Virtuplast, a virtual material that cannot exist outside of the hollow joint environment. Attempting to remove any Virtuplast items from the hollow joint environment will result in their immediate disintegration. So don't think you're going to go in there and conjure up something useful and then leave and expect it to still be in your inventory. Well, shit. Food replicators are available in many ships' locations. To use, enter the number of the desired foodstuff. Menus are available in the seat pocket in front of you. If there is no seat pocket in front of you, try looking behind you. If there is no seat pocket behind you, just hail the waiter and request one. If there is no waiter in sight, please wait and one will be with you shortly. Alright, cool. So entity database I think is where you get the codes for that from. You didn't really think you'd get a whole working DNA sequencer in a little demo, did you? As if. Okay, you can go through all these and it takes a very long time, so we're kind of just going to skim through it. See what codes there are that we can use. So, Andromedan Decapus. Extinct. Andromedans. Blah 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 blah. Pick up small objects, giving themselves neck rubs and unleash projectile mucosa at enemies. Okay, cool. We're just going to skim through and look for codes. There is an entry in here to do with the aliens that have taken over the ship too, so we need to find that. Okay, blah blah blah. Oops. Bicranial Crudsnorter. Bjorn, so these are the guys that are on the ship. The Bjorn, a race of half-humanoid, half-kitchen appliance creatures, are the scourge of the known universe. The Bjorn seek out civilizations in order to assimilate them. The collected knowledge of each civilization is then applied to the task of creating newer, shinier kitchen appliances. This is how the Presto Hot Dogger and Daisy Sealer Mill were invented. The leader of the Bjorn is a toaster-skulled Noccuticles. Don't know what that is. Starcon has posted a reward for the deactivation of Noccuticles, who may be recognized by a socket just below the interior crust control. The socket is typically used to connect Noccuticles to various power sources in order to recharge him, and through him, the entire Bjorn collective. The great irony is that the Bjorn never spend any time in the kitchen, preferring to send out. They eat a peculiar mix of batteries, nuts, bolts, and reprocessed organic sludge. There we go. Replicator code 746 9410. Cool. So I think the rest of these we don't really need to worry about. Wait, what's this one? Boearthnick boulder beaver. The herbivorous boulder beaver is most recognizable for its powerful prehensile tail. Unlike the tails of most beavers, which are strong enough to fling mud, the boulder beaver can use his tail to bench about 340 pounds for 3 sets of 15 reps without even stopping for a fruit-flavored sports beverage. Hence, it can, in fact, create a dam out of boulders or nearly any other material, including, but not limited to, molten steel, lava, and stellar core fragments. The beaver prefers to eat the sweet, spicy leaves of the creepy habanero eucalyptus vine. 683. I don't think we need that, but we're going to write it anyway. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of these to go through. We're not going to read them all because it's going to take forever. That ones we've done, so we can go to FM. Galanian gutter rats. We're going to read the ones that have codes. Galanian gutter rats are so slimy, sniveling, and nasty that they give a bad name to all other gutter rats. But of all their despicable habits, the worst is the fact that they're the lousiest bowlers in the galaxy, hence their name. But not only do they rarely break 100, but they talk loud and cuss when other people are seriously trying to bowl. Yes, it's a contradiction in terms. Their preferred diet is the bowling alley combo: French fries, burgers, hot dogs, and beer. Interesting. 2876. Green slime. Don't care about that. It's probably a Space Quest 4 reference. Grell. Grell. That's a reference. Is that a King's Quest reference? I'm not sure. Coronian killer mammal. Okay. Oh, this one's got an entry. Coronian killer mammal has an undeservedly fierce reputation, due primarily to its name, or rather, what its name has become over the course of generations of sloppy pronunciation. Originally known as the lonely and bewildered sandbill, the Coronian killer mammal is a gentle, slow-moving, herbivorous insect that would rather squash itself flat than come into contact with any other life form. These tiny introverted creatures are native to the planet Omega Big Deal. Omega Big Deal. The only planet with the distinction of having its entire civilization flunk phonics. Okay. This lack of linguistic agility is said to account for the distortion of the sandbill's name, although another theory has been put forth that the killer mammal appellation is merely due to centuries of sarcasm. The Coronian killer mammal eats dust mites. Lots and lots of them. 8687. Cool. Coronians. Oh, okay, this one has an entry too. Sentient civilization of Corona are the Coronians, a secretive and shy race of scholarly old men. They devote their lives to the pursuit and dissemination of knowledge. Conversations with Coronians are liable to be dry, prepped with obscure and dull references to places and people you've never heard of, and full of self-congratulatory rhetoric. Most members of Mensa are Coronians. Most Coronians are vegans and prefer the local flora. 258 0969. However, some Coronians eat their own young, just so they can knowingly say, "Oh yes, I've done that. We taste like chicken." Okay. Killer cave beaver. Oh, this one has one too. What the hell? This beaver's eyesight is among the worst in the galaxy. matched only by the giant cataract beast of Pestilon and the blind plummeting mountain goat of Andromeda. Although the cave beaver is herbivorous, it frequently accidentally kills other creatures because, up close, they all look like tree trunks. It's only after the beaver has chewed its way through the nearest sturdy limb that it discovers the limb is some creature's arm or leg. Thus, dams made by killer cave beavers are quite disgusting. The killer cave beaver's favorite food is clinging girlfriend Ivy. What? 658 8561. Labion Cave Squid. It's a Space Quest 4 reference, I think. Maybe? Labion Root? No, Space Quest 2 reference. No one's on here. What is this one? Labion Terror Beast. That is a Space Quest 2 reference. Terror Beast is aptly named since it spends most of its life in terror. Although the Terror Beast could easily defeat a humanoid, it usually avoids conflict unless faced with a particularly wimpy opponent. Most of its time is spent keeping to itself, avoiding public appearances and banquets. Its preferred diet is composed mainly of the roots of the star shock bush. 642 2803. Terror beasts are born with extremely powerful leg muscles. However, one leg is shorter than the other, so the beast tends to spin in a tight circle as it zooms across the Labian landscape. This creates a whirlwind effect that can prove particularly hazardous to trailer parks. A highly intelligent creature, the beast enjoys figuring out small puzzles and will often stop in the middle of a hunt to figure out a matchstick puzzle, a logic problem, or riddle. Curiously though, the beast hates arcade sequences. Okay, there's some heavy references to older games there. Latex Babes is also a reference to older ones, which also has an entry. Oh my god, there's so many. Did we do? No, we did these ones already. Okay. Latex Babes. These natives of the planet Estros are usually nubile humanoid females, although the occasional wily, stringy male is not unheard of, and a peripherally, I cannot say that word, necessary for the propagation of the species. Peripherally? Just ignore that word. Turn-ons include constructing the finest underwater craft in the galaxy, arc welding, and shopping. Turn-offs are Estrosian sea slugs, plaque buildup above the gum line, and 2 timing janitors. Favorite foods are eel wort sashimi and roasted drymouth gourami. I don't know, I feel like from memory, if you try to use these codes, it just says it's like out of stock or something, or out of order. Pretty sure, because I remember we did this last time. I'll write them down though, just in case. Okay, we've got two more to do. Nose Nugget Nomads. Nothing on that one. ORATs. Nothing.
Don't touch that.
Oh.
We don't know where you've been.
Sorry. Pestilon Monochrome Boys. That's a Space Quest 4 reference as well. Fleabutt Pod Snatchers. Oh god, it's a very long one. Fleabuttinskis. Okay, this one has one. On Fleabutt, the laws of natural selection are clearly illustrated, particularly in how they can sometimes go horribly awry and produce a poorly adapted race totally incapable of surviving its native habitat. The creatures native to Fleabuttinski are collectively called Fleabuttinskis, or Blats for short. They have 3 fingers which end in suction cups, ideal for grasping small prey or souvenirs. They have oversized pupils for seeing in dim light, large yellow incisors for cutting through food, and long narrow nostrils to protect against inhaling most foreign objects, except for their fingers. Unfortunately, the planet of Fleabutt, a greenish dust ball, has no small prey to grasp, is brightly lit throughout the day-night cycle, features deposits of naturally occurring pulpy food, which must be gummed extensively before being swallowed. Replicator code, and has rock formations which cast off long, narrow slivers of mica, which are easily inhaled by the blats. These mica slivers can cause extensive lacerations of the sinus cavities. Thus, any blats who is fortunate enough to survive the atmosphere typically loses his teeth, goes blind, or starves quickly. In fact, there is only one known currently surviving blats, known as Fester, who has moved off of Fleabutt to seek a more hospitable environment. We know that guy. Whoops. Oh no, I broke the game. Oh. Oh shit. Okay. Apparently if you try to push a button you're not supposed to push, that's it. Okay. Sorry. We did barely anything. Pretty much wrote some codes down, that was it. Okay, skip all this shit. Skip. We'll just go back. We need to get the thing from our quarters, but we'll just finish doing this first. Database. No one races. Where did we get up to? Fleabadinskis. I think we were writing that one down, right? 658. 8644. Okay, Pinkins. Pinkin. We're not going to read that. We don't have time for this shit. Okay, we're going to read it because it has a code. Never mind. The Pinkins are a race of many contrasts. They're so cute, you just want to eat them up. But you can't because they're very tough, and you can chew them for hours without making any headway. Which is alright, because they taste horrible. They live on Labion and create elaborate warrens or dens. They also swim through the Labion swamps with ease, since they use certain berries to repel the swamp slurpees that inhabit the marshes and bayous. However, the berries are ineffective against the monstrous killer cave beavers, who invade the dens and feast on the Pinkins within. The cave beavers are not intelligent enough to figure out how tough and chewy the Pinkins are, and often sample every Pinkins in the den, before realizing that none of them are tender enough. Pinkins are herbivorous, so they only eat creatures named Herb. They will also eat the young shoots of the wandering atheist. What? Okay. More. We've done that one, so it's just this one. We've got 3 on here. Saurians. We know about them. Space monkeys. We also know about them. Oh. Billions of years ago, the planet Serenia was devastated by a collision with an asteroid. All water evaporated from the ecosystem. Every day the inhabitants survived was a victory. Eventually, all life perished, or so it was believed. Many of the life forms adapted by encapsulating themselves in cyst-like eggs. When these eggs are immersed in water, they hatch. One such life form was known as the brine monkey, a tiny water-breathing simian. Sereno Products mined the planet for its huge deposits of brine monkey eggs. While they were at it, they also mined encysted brine apes, brine marsupials, and brine aardvarks. Sereno has since marketed the monkey eggs under the trademarked name Space Monkeys in comic books. Space monkeys prefer space food sticks, or tangy, piquant brine bananas. Piquant? How do you say that word? Piquant? I've definitely heard that word before. But I can't remember how you say it. Piquant. I think it's like piquant, right? Okay, cool. Spiny alien things. Spiny and alien things are a marvel of adaptive ability. Do we need to read this one? No. We'll never know. Vulgars. That comes into... yes, this comes into the actual game. We can't use it here. Okay, well we want to go to our quarters. Pick up that item and then figure out what we're doing. Get that shit, Roger. Is there anything else in here we need?
You yank on the Clapmaster's cord till it pops out of the wall, and you shove it all into your pocket.
Shove it all.
Leave them where they are. They're positioned just right for making it appear as though you simply dissolved into your bed.
What?
Ah, there's nothing like the feel of a solid third-class crew deck under your feet. Leave it alone, it's not a toy. Besides, you'd probably cut yourself. Your ship has been invaded by a race of appliance-headed aliens bent on assimilating your entire species. The entire crew, except for you, has been turned into scoops of sherbet. And now you want to hunt for a clean pair of underwear?
It's very important.
Come on, Roger. You've gone for weeks without one.
Oh,
Surely
God.
you can wait till you've tackled the problem at hand.
Nasty.
Picking up your clothes? Damn it, Roger, you're a janitor, not a responsible adult.
I forgot. So there's a pin stuck in here. I remember what we need to get it out, but I don't remember where we get it. Let's go to here. Oh, maybe I do remember vaguely. Ta-da! So let's do some. Oh, we're gonna go through this again.
You shouldn't try to open this door by tugging on it. You'll strip the gears, just like you did to the replicator in your quarters.
Around
We gotta listen to the song
down
again.
in the dark.
Can we? Okay, we can. We don't have time for that. So
It sure does.
the code we want is. Whoa! Amazing. That looks very tasty. We'll try some other ones here, but I'm pretty sure they don't work.
It sure does.
They just don't do anything. Try another one just to be sure. 4, 3,
It sure-
6. 6, 3, 1, 4. Okay, that's no good. What did we get?
Freshly replicated Bjorn Chow, chock full of nuts and bolts. And I thought my eating habits were bad. I guess there's nothing useful in there. I guess that's no surprise. That stuff is seriously gross. Smearing that tiny bit of Bjorn Chow on the Clapmaster didn't help. Still doesn't work.
Why would you do this, Roger? What are you up to? What do we... I don't know what we do with that. I don't remember. Let's go to here. Shuttle Bay? I can't remember if we need to get anything from there. Maybe we give it to this guy.
As cool as it would be to...
Touch him.
It's probably best not to prod the Bjorn while he's eating. I might just draw back a stump. It's
Make
probably
some
best not
toast on his head.
As cool as it probably seemed. As it probably
This is not helping us. Just leave him to his meal.
Don't.
Okay, I'm thinking the shuttle bay. We need to find like some pliers or something. Pretty sure. Oh, we can go in here. I don't remember this.
We won't be sitting in these seats. At least, not in the demo.
Ah,
Surely no one will miss these pliers, since everyone around here is busy being lemon sorbet. A janitor never runs out of uses for duct tape. I'll just help myself to this role.
excellent.
We won't be sitting... Sorry, you can't open this closet in the demo. You'll just have to take my word for it that there's an EVA suit in there.
What?
It ordinarily contains the subspace transmission relays and tachyon emitters. It's empty right now. They won't let us mess with what's inside there in the demo version.
Those bastards.
The emergency oxygen tank is not removable, nor can you activate it by hand. It's patched directly into the shuttle door's sound effects matrix.
Sound effects matrix, what?
It feels like the shuttle feels flimsy.
Flimsy.
Simmer down, buddy. Wait for the real game. There's
Sorry.
only part of this cockpit you can actually access in the demo.
Just breaking the fourth wall there, Roger. Alright, we got some pliers. This is what we need. Some pliers and some tape. So, we'll go back here. I might save, actually, because I'm a little worried about accidentally crashing this again. What? We can't. Okay, never mind. Alright, so we can use these to get this, but if we do it just with the pliers, we die. So we need to put
I
tape
think I'll
on
try
it.
imitating some of the smarter maintenance engineers I've observed through the years and wrap the duct tape around the pliers' handles.
Genius. Cool, so we got the pin.
Cool. I didn't think that would work. Go figure. Gosh, I guess I've proven that I have the ability to be more than just a mediocre janitor. I could also be a mediocre electrician.
That's right, Roger, you believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Alright, so now we've got to go to here, I believe. He's still eating. Alright, so I think we have to plug this into him. Clap. You made toast. Yes.
Guess I won't need the toast. It has no power here.
You have no power here.
All right. It's his super cool lemon sorbet bioconverter belt.
Very specific belt.
Careful.
I'll just give this lemon sorbet bioconverter button on the Bjorn belt a push and see what happens. All right. The belt begins to thrum with electronic life.
In the mood of a Vingabus.
I've saved all my fellow crew members from cleansing the pallets of the Bjorn.
Yeah.
I wonder what incredible adventures lie in store for me
We
and
don't
the
have
crew of
Vingabus
Deep
at the
Ship
moment.
86 and Space Quest 6.
I don't think. No, it's not there. I need to re-enable it. You can Vingabus inside your mind. You can imagine it. Maybe I had it disabled because it didn't really suit the horror stream. It's a bit distracting. We can, hold on, let's have a look. I might be able to enable it. Well, there we go. That was it. That was the demo. I thought it was a little bit longer than that. It was literally like 2 items. You just get like 2 items and then you're done.